Wow, Jim.
Sign.
Wow.
Sign? What sign? This again?
Dr. Fang. I wasn't talking to Fang like that. Excuse me, she. I asked Justice out. I did. I asked Justice out. Hey, Sheepy. Did you want to see some of the cards? Did you want to see some of the cards?
What are the symptoms? How long has it lasted? Ugh, it's not that simple. My daughter's still sick. The cough's gone, but now she's got a fever. Can she keep taking the medicine you gave us last time? Or should we get a new one? What about if the fever goes away?
Okay. Let me rearrange it. I prepared for this. BB. I prepared for this. I'm just telling you, I actually prepared for this. I was like, Sheepy comes in. Sheepy comes in. I should maybe try to get my camera a little bit ready. Hold up. Oh, that's my lap. Hey guys. Y'all did not need that view. I don't think you saw much, but also you didn't need that view. This is the card I pulled today. Oh my god, I forgot to turn. Hold on. I said I was prepared. I was not prepared. Oh no, you can read it now. There you go. That's the one I pulled today. Don't you see how pretty these are? They do have the gold on the side. They're very thick as well. Like, I have to be very careful when I'm shuffling them. The back. By the way, ironically, Neopets asked me to come back, like, in the last day or so, because apparently they're running a new storyline. They're running a new storyline. Oh yeah, like the images. I'll show you the image. Yeah, I have to find it. I'll have to find it, but. Okay, so remember I was telling you about, like, the book where it really wasn't that bad? Actually the book isn't that far off from what is actually on that website that you sent me. So whenever you look at the book, I just have the star bookmark because reasons. But it tells you about the character. Then it gives you kind of the meaning. It gives you the reversed meaning. And then it also gives you context within the game of where this character came from. But, let's see. We'll flip through until we find... I do have a couple in reverse on accident. I'm not reading them in reverse yet. I'm not reading them in reverse yet. Love this one. Dark Fairy. Did actually pull that one this week. By the way, I love the Water Fairy. I pulled that one. I've pulled that one in the last week. I love the Space Fairy. I know I'm kind of going through them fast, but also the Battle Fairy. Fire Fairy. The Neg Fairy. Negs are a thing. So Neg. Okay. So this is actually how I know. Okay, first off. When I saw this booth, first off, the first thing I saw, I know it's my crafting one, so Mr. Whiskers up there, but so the first thing I saw at this booth was they had these huge blankets of several of the fairies, including Elucin, which is the earth fairy, and then also the water fairy, which I think I already pulled that card a little while back. But anyway, they had that image from it. And then Fox looked over and he's like, aren't those negs from Neopets? This is a neg. So it's a plant that grows these egg-shaped fruits, and they look all different kinds of ways. And they're worth different amounts, and that more or less what you need to know. I actually pulled that card a while back. That one, they had that one as a blanket, and this one, but there's like more to the blanket. I'm waiting to get to the light fairy. That's the one that I saw. Do they go nice with bacon? Look, everything goes nice with bacon. And yes, you could eat eggs, or you could feed eggs to your Neopets. You couldn't directly eat an egg. Yeah, I don't even know if I paid attention to that one before. That one. Fox pulled that one. Screw that, I want to eat it. This was the card that I saw. Right here. This was the one that I saw, Sheepy. I didn't even realize this was a tarot deck. I just saw this. I was like, oh my god, is that the light fairy? Like, I didn't know what kind of cards they were. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And then I was like, oh, it's a tarot deck. And honestly, Sheepy, I'm gonna be very, very honest. Probably without knowing you, I would have never bought these. I proceeded to pull this card 3 times the first day I was pulling any cards. I pulled this card. I was just kind of, messing around with the deck, and yeah, this was like my first single card pull, and all that. The soup. Enabling away from Twitch, yes. I pulled this one last week. And what was funny was I pulled this on the same day that I was going to be donating to someone's charity that was donating to Make-A-Wish. And I got a handful of cozy games due to my donation, including Little Kitty Big City. I wouldn't have bought the Fallout Tarot deck, in all honesty, and I love Fallout. Right. Like, Neopets, I played Neopets from when I was 12 until I was 29. I think I was around 29 when I stopped playing. Now, granted, there were on and off seasons with this, okay? Like, it wasn't, like, constantly playing all the way through. But, like, this was one of the first websites I remember signing up for. Like, Neopets, to me, personally, has a ton of meaning. They had little turn-based RPGs inside of it, NeoQuest and NeoQuest 2. I have the trophies for those. I used to be obsessed with Neopets back in the day, so now I feel like you are getting a lot of the symbolism that are in these cards as well. Like a lot of the pets and the pets and the fairies. One big thing that I did with that one. But a lot of what I loved about it is they were one of the last places that you can make HTML websites. For anyone that knows that, I taught myself HTML as like a 12 and 13 and up through high school year old. Yeah, you see a lot of the characters that are familiar. Look, the Wheel of Fortune.
I understand nothing.
That's okay. That's okay, Jim. It's okay for you not to understand anything. This right here, the Ten of Wands, is actually the image on the box as well. But I actually started playing Neopets so far back that they didn't have Flash games on their website yet. Got that one too. I've drawn quite a few. I'm not gonna lie. And I've used a website. I remember the ice caves, ice worm, having to try to time it correctly. That's all the cards. There you go. Seen them all. You've seen them all. But they apparently also had 2 PlayStation 2 games I didn't know about. I knew that they had a DS game because I think I have that one. But they did have 2 PlayStation 2 games. Like I said, this I have a Lego, kind of really silly. So right in front of me, I try to sit here in the morning before I leave for work, but a few times it's been at lunchtime, just depending on how busy I am before work. And I shuffle my deck, and I either kind of do it the way that you do, Sheepy, or sometimes I just pull the top card. And then there's been a few times where I've kind of spread out the deck and picked a card. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day. And then I select my card. I think this was my top card today. But I have this little heart, little Lego heart, and it sits on my desk like this, right behind my keyboard. And so I actually sit my card up against it just like that on my desk, back behind my keyboard, where y'all can't see it. But I can see it. That. And I mean, once again, I am one of those people that I don't necessarily think that it's any kind of perfect thing. But it has been a little bit funny, some of the coincidences that have happened with it. Like I said, that one card, which was the Adopt Now, which is about being charitable, was on the same day. I pulled it the same day that I was already going to be giving to charity. So I did find that one a bit funny. Pulling the star literally 3 times was also kind of funny because I was doing it in the car. On the way back from Dallas. I was shuffling my deck and kind of playing with it. I was supposed to be playing Baldur's Gate 3, but I got distracted with the deck. But yeah, I love it. I honestly do. I did look at another one. It was Disney Villains. I don't know. There's literally something, like I said, like, I mean, I wouldn't have even seen it if I hadn't seen the big tapestries behind it. And then, it's Ecofy, by the way. Ecofy. That's the brand. That's the brand. Right there. Ecofy. They also have a, the Last Unicorn deck. So they have the Neopets deck. Apparently if you order online, it does come with an Oracle deck as well. And the Last Unicorn one does as well, which I had not seen the Last Unicorn. I actually did just watch that quite recently, like after the convention. I'm just gonna say, for a rated G movie, I was not expecting to see that many titties. I wasn't expecting to see that many titties Sheepy, have you seen The Last Unicorn? Have you seen The Last Unicorn? There's a harpy. There's a harpy. I mean, it looks like a monster. Like, it looks like a bird. Like, its face looks like a bird. But it got some tiggo bitties. It does. It has tiggo bitties. I have, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, go back and rewatch that. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. Just saying. I was like, wait, what? I literally saw the first set and I was like, what is this rated? What is this rated? Oh, yeah, I know, right? Those animated films. One I used to watch when I was a kid, and I haven't shown my kid this film yet, even though I was definitely watching it by the time I was her age, is Little Nemo in Slumberland. I used to watch that movie all the time. And The Neverending Story. Watch it. I haven't decided if she's ready for that trauma yet. Oh, no. It was terrifying. Little Nemo. Oh, Sheepy. There is a video game coming out. If you liked Little Nemo in Slumberland, just a second, I'm gonna find it for you. Do not be intimidated, okay? It is a Metroidvania. It's a Metroidvania. They do not still have a demo for it. I played through the demo multiple times. It is the cutest Metroidvania I think I've ever seen. When you die, very quote unquote die, all you do is wake up in your bed. The different pajamas that you collect give you different powers. The different toys that you collect throughout that, like a yo-yo and stuff like that, give you different attacks. I failed against the first boss a couple times, and it literally asked me if it needed to reduce the difficulty for me. I said no, because I was getting it. But it literally will ask you, hey, like, I can decrease the difficulty for this fight. I don't know. It was an aesthetic that I really liked. I'm really looking forward to this game coming out. Comes out. It doesn't have any kind of release date on it. I'm assuming maybe 2025. Just based on what I've seen. But like some of the attacks are like bubbles or a cape or a pogo stick. It's posted right above. It's called Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland. It's a Metroidvania, but it's based on Little Nemo. I've had this little thing with some Metroidvanias lately. That's one of them. There's a few more that I'm planning on playing on stream as well. This one I will probably play on stream. Like I said, I'm waiting for it to come out. But I am waiting for it to come out on stream. And Hickey Roast also. I know I feel like I didn't say hey. Anyway. But that one I'm really looking back.
Slower. Speak slower.
I can't, Doc. I'm on pins and needles, and not the acupuncture kind. This is my daughter we're talking about here. Doc, is this your friend? Great. Finally, someone who can speak words. Maybe you can help.
Hydrate. Why would I want to hydrate? You're not wrong, I need to hydrate.
I came here to buy some meds for my daughter. I'd heard about this hermit doctor in Sandrock and his dubious, yet potent practices that might cure her chronic disease. She's already a lot better, in fact.
She could translate. She definitely speaks Fang.
But recently, her condition has changed drastically. I'm at wit's end. Fang's good, but you just can't get a word out of him.
Okay.
Just help me read this prescription. The writing is all scribbly. It's like the handwriting equivalent of mumble rap.
No, it's not. It's like the handwriting equivalent. Look, I'm married to a healthcare professional. Married to, I know. Once per day, once for coughing, twice for fever, 3 times if dizziness is present. Amount 1 for each of the following symptoms: coughing, dizziness, fever.
Great, you're friends. Friends understand each other's handwriting, right? Right.
This
So,
actually
quick,
looks better
tell me
than
what it
mumble
says.
rap by miles, right?
3.
3? 3 what? 3 times a day? 3 at a time? 3's a crowd? You want me to leave? Can you just speak clearly for once, Doc?
Symptoms. Again. Builder, look.
All right. She was coughing, now she's not. When I brought her here, I think the weather did a number on her. Now she has a fever, and she says she's dizzy too. I don't want to be just popping pills. What do I do, Doc?
Wait. For each of the following symptoms, does not have coughing. She's just dizziness and fever. I think it's 2 tablets 3 times a day.
Are you sure? Her life depends on this.
Yes.
I did my best. Per day, slap self for once for vile jibber jabber, twice for douchery, 3 times if you're being a shit to bang. There, that's wait. Oh.
That's great. Thank you, Doctor. And your friend too. They've been super helpful. Way better than that bird, at least. Now I gotta run. Thanks again.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I was gone so long, honey.
What's wrong? Can't get your tongue.
Don't use that voice. His voice.
Sorry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Never use that voice.
I won't always be here, sweetie. Can you speak up a bit, Fang?
Mother's voice.
I won't always be here.
Say something already.
I can't. I don't like talking. X speaks. Today was hard. X not here.
Go. Red.
I won't always be here, sweetie.
Patience angry. This won't do. Need to think.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Do I have any questions? That one broken. Okay. to make.
We couldn't salvage anything from the engine relics they were trying to steal. Maybe it's for the best. They would have created such an unbalanced situation that the decision makers on either side would have become irrational with it in their possession.
Wait. What is going on? Seriously. My controls are being really weird. That's me sprinting. I can't get back to the house. No, it's not walk. She's going a different direction. She's turning around and going a different direction than I'm pointing. This is me hitting W. What the hell? Well, yeah, but I don't want to lose all my progress. I'm trying to get to a point where I can, take one of the stations. Well, yeah, but I'm nervous about it saving that state. So. That's a lot. That's so weird. That's so weird. If this box gives, can I sleep over? So Kiros, it was making me walk and it was turning me in the opposite direction that I was trying to walk in. So I was trying to walk this way and it would make me stop and turn around and start coming this way. Like I was walking towards the camera instead of away from it. And I couldn't get turned around to try to get to a quick move station. So I do think I understand the reasoning for it. First off, the save files are much larger. Okay, so there's a few reasons. My theories. Few reasons would be the save files are larger, and also it's much more difficult to test later in the game with all the different variables. Now I'm running properly.
Hello! Huh.
Finally, I feel like it's safe to say it's all over. All that's left to fix up this town, finish that tunnel, and make the desert green again. Then we're back on track to being the jewel of the desert. Oh wait. Yeah.
Catch you later.
It does seem to be okay. Yeah, it was like I was running this way and it was swinging me around, walking towards the camera. I still have to see if Justice is gonna take it. And then see how long I want to date Justice. Watch Logan like join the town and like the next